So welcome to the fourth round of Sunday League, and here we are in Greece. Hnandi starts on hards and lights out, and away we go. Hnandi takes the inside line from Iceberg. It's a provisional 2-3 for VO, but Hnandi takes some grass, and now he is in 6th after starting in 4th. And there is a battle. There was a contact between Cayman Goose and Kubo, and now Kubo is last. While Sobel and Hnandi, oh, look at that top 10, it's so tight, it's so tight. Yet, and we had a 3 wide going into turn 12, and 3 wide going to turn 1. Buddha takes some grass. Rato is in the lead. No, it's Garen to the lead with Danny. Snitching that up from them, and on the inside, 2 for 1.
What a move by the animator, just taking advantage of leaving, seeing guys leaving that space on this side. He just takes it and now up into the lead.
Yeah, and we can see that it's cloudy for now, and the anti-amazing is in top 4 with Dynamite leading the race. The last time we have seen that battle for first place was Australia, when four people were battling in the beginning. So Gamer makes a move on Dynamite and takes that lead, while both LSAs in 7th and 8th positions, with Hnandi on hards and Sobel on softs. Nuno, what do you think about the strategy?
So far, I don't know. One thing I could say is very surprising to see a lot of drivers still getting the slipstream of the leaders, and this might have some big impact on the race, because if somebody runs away, he's going to instantly gain quite a lot of distance. So yeah, the driver might opt to just stay a little bit longer with the tires, and maybe we'll see some of these drivers just going for that undercut early on to try and get some clean air.
Yeah, clean air here will matter a lot, but slipstream is useful too. And we can see Dynamite holding up Iceberg, who is back from Season 7 to again racing Sunday League. The anti-Mason was pushed into the grass on main straight. And meanwhile, Buddha, who did race in CL, is showing that performance that he is in top 4. Oh, he was pushed to the grass on the inside. And now Hnandi is back from around 9th place, and he's back on his qualifying positions, while Sobel actually gained some places, I think. Yeah, he for sure gained. He qualified around 8th. And that battle for the leadership is still on with... Where is Reto though? Oh! Something happened to Reto that wins Z! And Gamer and Iceberg go into the grass! Both LSAs were on provisional 1-2, but I shouldn't be that happy yet because I'm their team owner. But yeah, I shouldn't be rooting for them because, well, commentator should be always objective. And
meanwhile, Hnandi just running away now. This could be really big if he can keep that gap, because he might be able to get quite early gap, and that will certainly help him for the race. Maybe it could be his first ever SL win now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Gaining here some time will be exactly perfect what you wanted, because no one can slipstream you. And no one can really chase you down. Danny gets pushed into the grass. With that said, now Sobel, who was running in 2nd place, is in 6th place now. And I think it would be just about time to pit for new tires. So yeah, Dynamite undercuts. Oh,
yeah,
and
those with the soft tires. And I would say maybe those who start with the hard see the decision, because now they are gonna have all of that clean air. And then in the next stint they're certainly gonna have much better tires, so which might be easy to overtake, and then in the end they might also be able to save one pit stop.
Yeah, saving pit stops here will mean that you save around 5 seconds, I think, because every pit stop matters, and Sobel still stays out, while his softs are really bad. Like they're orange, whilst and softs last around 6 to 9 laps, and yeah, there is still a battle for that 3rd place.
Yeah, he's just hoping that he can stay now with these drivers with the hard tires. So Yeah, I think it's not really the most stupid strategy to sort of say, and I can say Sobol is very characterized by this kind of tire offsetting where he does the different thing that all the other drivers does. So sometimes you might see him making an extra pit stop, braking very early to get some clean air, or sometimes he does it by just going very long on the first stint.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Grandy has made a gap of around 2 seconds from the anti-amazing. That means that pitting would actually be quite useful here because, well, if Hnandi decides to pit soon, he won't lose that much, which is impressive for that Hungarian driver. After his debut in Season 7, he already proved that he's very hard working and he believes that he always can go better. And throughout Season 8, we have seen him, well, sometimes he was really good, but his luck was really bad with him. And so he finished very often from top 10, and now he pits with the anti-amazing doing the same. Buddha, without pitting, now is in the lead. And Kennedy comes out just right behind Dynamite and Gamer 15. Gamer makes a mistake, and so Dynamite hits him in the back. Thanks God we don't have that damage here, because that would mean for Danny that he would receive quite a lot of damage, which would mean that, well, he would have to pit. And meanwhile, Hnandi asked for Slipstream, so that's not a famous ass of the anti-amazing, it's a new ass of Hnandi. And now our top 3 is Gamer, Dynamite and Hnandi, with Gamer on relatively worn out softs, same for Danny's mediums, and Hnandi with fresh hots. And what can I say? Is Sobol is running in 4th after pitting for softs, and if you would theorize that it would be the finish of the race suddenly, it would be yet LSA's best result this year.
Yeah, and I think Sobol did pretty well to stay out now. As you can see, he's now up in P4. Usually, somebody like him going that long with the softs, he would be undercut by so many drivers, but right now it seems that the driver got totally undercut. It was Buddha, who is now just P8.
Yep, and we can see that there is a gamer train between Gamer, Dynamite and Hnandi. No one does to try anything, but Gamer now pits, and his softs not that good, and he pits again for softs. Is he hoping for rain, Nuno?
Well, I think Gamer is just going pretty simple with the strategy, just doing 7 laps things with the softs. Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do for now, and yeah, maybe in the end he might try go for the hearts or something, but yeah.
Yeah, but I remember he said to Nomskar that he asked Nomskar to prove him that doing only soft stints, if you do only soft stints, you can win the race. Maybe he's trying to prove that, but, well, softs here would be a great choice if the rain would appear soon, which would be quite a gamble, but right now it's sunny. So, oh no, fuck shit. Oh, sorry. We have seen some lag.
And we have to be careful with this, because in the end the results screen might be a little bit messed up. So.
Yeah, so that's why, oh, Dynamite pit, so that's why we have to pick the results from like the very end of the race with the pace tab. Tab on the left. I call it pace tab because, well, it shows kind of the pace. Don't you agree, Nuno?
Between the drivers, so yeah.
Yeah, and we can see that Gamer is with the fastest lap so far of 31.93, which I think won't be beaten. And that is actually 200 of seconds faster than the current world record between Gamer, Iceberg and Hnandi in time trial. These drivers all practiced very hard for this race.
Yeah, I guess it could be he got some massive slipstream on the straight, and that allow him to gain a lot of time.
Yeah, and he's slipstreaming now Buddha, or is he? No, he goes for an overtake going into the inside of turn 8. That was a really nice overtake, I must say.
It makes sense for him to pass because he has much better tires, so Buddha now would be smart for him to just stay in his slipstream as he has much slower tires.
Yep, and I remember Danny and Sobel pitted, and so Danny might have pitted for mediums, and Sobel did the same thing. Well, I don't have any information about the tires, which is quite sad. I only remember that hards are pretty good for 11 laps, while softs are, well, they're good for 6 to 9 laps, which is stuck on my screen, and I cannot change that. So the anti-amazing asked for Amos S or slipstream, in the other world, and the animated. Ah no! Wait, I just realized. Yeah.
Sometimes Santi puts the types DS not for the other slipstream, but for himself to slipstream, and so is it some kind of a running saying that you just let him pass and he doesn't? Then he can just go for the optimal line instead of going defensive.
Yeah, and I think Hernandi will have to pit soon because his hearts are not doing that great already, but Gamer and Buddha are chasing up to him, and they have, well, better tires than Hernandi in terms of worn out. But that means that Hernandi is already saving one piece of from Gamer. And I think that saving this one pit stop would really mean quite a lot, because, well, Gamer softs are not that great. They're pretty much worn out, and he would have to pit quite soon. And so he does. He pits, and the anti-amazing pits too.
And it's interesting to see Nandi, who just been using hearts until now, was 2 seconds ahead, but though of course he managed to run away at the beginning, so he's certainly having quite a lot of advantage from that.
Yeah, saving pit stops in Sunday League is very crucial. And meanwhile, Gamer's still picking softs, but there are no signs of any rain yet, which is really strange. And Hnandi now pits. Buddha will be ahead with Danny Mate too. And now, oh, and Hnandi will be just right in front of Sobel, and Sobel doesn't overtakes him. He lets him pass.
And I wonder what Sobel will do with Gamer, as he knows that Gamer is very close. I'm pretty sure Sobel will go hard with defensive. But
yeah.
It seems that Gamer just made the very crucial overtake on him now.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we know that there are good relationships between Hnandi and Sobel, I'm sure Sobel will try to do something about Gamer getting in the slipstream zone of Hnandi, or is he there?
So, interesting enough, I could say that Sobel and Gamer can be also very good friends sometimes in the races, like even last season when they were already in a different team, like in Portugal, Gamer was leading the race and then Sobel made that famous Sobel train which slowed down everyone who was trying to chase him off, so yeah, it's interesting, but here I think it would be the opposite because it's Nandi who wants to run away from him. Although now, of course, Nandi has the hards and Gamer has the softs, and they are pretty similar tires in terms of tire life at the moment, so it makes sense for Nandi to just stay behind Gamer, get the slipstream, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, clouds are coming. Would that mean that we would have a rain? Well, depends on where Mark lands, and meanwhile Sobel will have to pit very soon because his mediums are very bad. He tried to stay in that Gamer train, but he just can't, so he pits. Well, I'm great at making pit calls there today, somehow. But let's not focus on it. And we can see Kubo receiving a penalty on Zane. Something really happened there. We can see only ghosted thing. Pretty much, and Hnandi still slipstreams Gamer, while softs of Gamer are starting to fall off. Will that mean that Hnandi might actually? Okay, wait. Did we see clouds or not? Oh, maybe. Wait, where? I think I missed the clouds. Or did I know?
Yeah, I guess. Actually, may have missed it as well, but maybe it's just sunny again. So
Well, I can say it's sunny again. And surprisingly, there is no sign of rain yet. Oh, and meanwhile, Dynamite catched up to this gamer train of Hanandi and Gamer,
yeah,
which is
I would say during practice, Danny really had quite a lot of pace. Although it was at the beginning of the week, and I think Gamer didn't do any time trial at the time. So yeah, not sure how much Gamer has improved now, but now, yeah, Gamer has pretty old tires. I think he's gonna pit now if he's just pitting each 7 laps. Now it's lap 28, so it's the end of his first stint, and I think he's gonna pit right now.
yeah, I think so too, because
There we go.
pitting he had really bad tires, yeah, and Dynamite is closing in on Hanandi, and though he has relatively new softs, while Hanandi has not that relatively new, but well, medium worn hard. And meanwhile,
I would say I think these hards are working pretty well. I'm seeing also Buddha was at some point in P9, but now he's gaining quite a lot of places. I think now he's P4, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot really see on the left the image right now.
He is in P3, yeah, P3.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think it's working pretty well for him. I'm pretty sure. Now I believe it's lap 30, right? No.
30.
Yeah, so with 14 laps to go, I'm pretty sure that Buddha might just pit one more time, and Gamer, maybe, someone like Gamer might have to pit 2 more times. So
Yeah, and in meanwhile, we can see a battle between former teammates Hanandi and Dynamite. They both dreaming for LSA, but Dynamite left the team to make his own, called Mayhem Racing, to race alongside his brother Razim, and yeah, they're doing pretty well. So I wouldn't say that leaving of LSA really changed something for Danny, but meanwhile, Hanandi is really fighting hard with Danny, while Buddha is chasing up on both. So Dynamite now pits, and it leaves Buddha with medium worn hearts, chasing down Hanandi with pretty worn out hearts, and let's see how many pit stops he. Oh, Hanandi and Buddha both have only 2 pit stops, but yeah, continue.
and I'm pretty sure that they just need to pit one more time, and they're certainly gonna go for those hards. No doubt about that. And drivers who have been going for the softs all this time certainly are losing today, and this is very surprising because it's the first time this season where finally the hards are just being much better than the softs. So far it's been softs been much better pace, but yeah, today is just different. I think it's because of tires. It's really easy to touch the outside, the grass on the outside when exiting those corners, and so you need to brake a little bit more. So and you lose a lot of time with old tires. So by having those hards, you can save much more when it comes to the older tires.
Yeah, I can agree on that, because surprisingly, yeah, this time hards are really good, and Hanandi now pits, and so I believe it will be his last stint on hards.
Yeah,
let's see. Let's see.
11 laps to go, so.
Yeah, 11 laps. Yeah, and let's see if Rain will decide to appear for just out of nowhere for some shake up and fun. Well, for drivers it won't be that fun, but Marker is moving to the cloud zone.
Yeah, and the one who certainly like that, it's Buddha, who is now leading the race by 3 seconds after being P9 at the beginning. So it would be quite a big recovery. But if he doesn't win, he simply has to pit. And looking at the amount of laps, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for something like either the softs or the mediums.
Yeah, and I believe the anti-amazing Gamer and Dynamite will also pit soon, while Marker is back at full sunny weather. I wonder how hot is it in Greece today. Actually, let me search that up.
might be very hot.
How
I believe in
is it
South Europe.
today in Greece? Let me just see. 34 degrees
That's,
per sea.
Really big sunny day.
Yeah, that's really sunny. They have some clouds though, but I don't think they have clouds here. So yeah, that's really hot in Greece today. And Buddha pits now, and Hnandi will overtake him, and he picked mediums such as his team owner Game On Goose. Yeah, that's what is a fun thing to see. And meanwhile, Sobel is running 5th. Will it be his best finish position this year?
Could be, well, it could certainly be, but looking at his tires, I'm pretty sure that if he stays out, he's gonna struggle quite a lot in the end. And also, not sure if he will hit it till the end of the race or not. At this point, I think he starts to be quite late with it.
Yeah,
unless you are somebody who's racing with the softs and now you have really old tires.
Yeah, and I can see that Gamer will have to pit soon, while Hnandi will finish his race on these hards, I believe. So that could mean a lot to Hungarian driver winning this race after lots of fail last race, but he gained a lot of fun, even P11, which is really interesting. And Gamer now pits, yeah. I don't know, how do I do that? When I say someone that it would be time to pit for someone, he pits. How do they listen to me, I wonder?
Oh, just 6 laps to go, so if he had to pit, it would be now. And yeah, now he's gonna have a really good stint, but let's see how far can he go now.
Yeah, and then it's only 6 laps to go.
And I would say, not sure how older the tires from Danny and Sobo are, but I would say, Danny also with the pretty recent tires, so I would say we could have a freeway battle for the win. It would depend on what Danny's gonna do once he catch up to Buddha.
Yeah, and Buddha has mediums that are also pretty well. And Sobel struggles with that traction because of the tires. Meanwhile, Hnandi, who has clean air ahead of him, will finish lap 40 out of 44. And we still yet to see any drop of rain.
And there's one important thing. Sobo is Hnandi's teammate, so if he catches up to them, he could certainly just try to slow down them pretty massively. So yeah, those two really have to work as a team now. And then in the end, oh my god, that's not really recommendable. And now they have Sobo right behind, which is not really ideal. And I think Hnandi certainly will catch up to them. And now Gamer as well is going to be there to battle for that second place. So I think Hnandi is going to win this.
Yeah, and we're gonna see some clouds. So Buddha and Dynamite are running in podium positions now, with Gamer and Sobel running in 4th and 5th. And we can see that there is a huge gap to... Yeah, and he keeps on making mistakes.
No, I think he got pushed by Buddha there.
Oh.
So... yeah, they're certainly getting closer to Hnandi, but not close enough, as now only 2 laps to go. I'm pretty sure things are just looking quite in favor of Hnandi at this point.
Yeah, meanwhile they're pretty much chasing down Hnandi, but it's only 2 laps to go now. Buddha defends his... We're gonna have a rain! That shakes up the whole shit, but it's only 2 laps to go. So I don't think we'll see anyone pitting.
Well, that depends a lot, actually. Considering how this track is and they have old tires, maybe pitting might be worth it, but I'm not really sure. So I don't know, let's see what they will decide to do. As Hnandi stays out, Buddha stays out as well. Yeah, everyone seems like they're going to stay out. So this might actually screw up, and Hnandi, who has older tires than somebody like Buddha and then he made it, so the difference place might be even bigger now.
Yeah, but he told me that he practiced some wet conditions qualifying, just because in case. Meanwhile, Gamers, holy shit, this situation reminds me Mexico season 7, when Gamer was Dynamite and Buddha were pushed into the inside of turn 9. And so Hnandi comes home to win the Greece Grand Prix.
What a win by him. Really amazing. By far, certainly the much better performance from him.
Certainly one of the best performances by Hnandi, and truly deserved the win.
Yeah, but the thing, he ran away at the beginning, got quite a lot of advantage because of that. So, yeah.
And look at that, Zayn. While he said he's rusty with the fast lap of 31.78. That's really amazing race it was. Probably even better than Australia.
Yeah, I would say best race so far. Like, so many drivers so close to each other at the beginning. We saw like 9 or 10 drivers still on that slipstream of the leaders of the race. And yeah, it's what I said. Whoever could run away from that would have a really good shot at the win, because they would instantly get that big gap. And yeah, that's what happened. Nadi ran away and they got to win.
That's for sure. And that's it, boys. SL race is over for this week. See you next time. Bye bye.